Hey guys, I have a 5th gen battle for you here, the second one with this team, so let's just dive straight into the battle. I lead off with my Magneton, which has the sturdy ability, which is useful because it always survives on 1 hit point. It's built-in focus sash, which is nice, and with Air Balloon it means it can't be Earthquake, which is 4 times super effective against, so it is useful. As you can see, that Hidden Power Water didn't do too much. And why do I carry Hidden Power Water? Well, it's good with Rain Dance as my secondary move against weather-based dominated teams. As you'll see in a later battle, it does very well against the Tyranitar League. So I switch into Rotom knowing it can pretty much take any hit, and this will be the first time you have seen this Rotom. And this Rotom set is reasonably unique. It has the standard Hydro Pump and Discharge. Hydro Pump for that mass damage, Discharge just to get the paralysis. But it also has Will-O-Wisp, which is also seen quite common, but it has a Light Screen, and it's a pretty defensive Rotom, a bit in special attack, I think. But overall, it's very bulky, and it can take lots of hits, and also support the rest of the team with Will-O-Wisp and Light Screen too. Seeing that damage from the Energy Ball, that Chandelure is definitely spec, so I need to get out of there fast, and Honchro can resist it, and I'm actually a Scarfed Honchro, so Pursuit or Night Slash will be good options. I'm presuming he wants to switch out, so I go for the Pursuit, and I'm hoping that this will kill. Unfortunately, I do get minimum damage. This leaves the Chandelure on very low hit points, so as long as I set up Stealth Rock, I should be fine. So I obviously can't stay in with my Honchkrow against another Rotom, so I switch into my original Rotom, which is actually specially defensive, so it should be able to sponge a couple of hits and hopefully get a Light Screen, maybe get a bit more damage on this Rotom. Maybe not, but that's the game plan. Fortunately, I do live this Hydro Pump with an extreme low amount of hit points. In fact, it's only 1. I'm able to get off that Discharge, and fortunately I also get the paralysis, which doesn't really cripple, but it reduces what this Rotom Wash, the opposite Rotom Wash, can do. So not wanting to take any more damage with his Rotom Wash, he switches out, and that's quite a risky move, because if I did get the paralysis on his Hitmontop, it would have also crippled that. And this Rotom has done phenomenal this battle. As Infernape did last battle, it has also done very, very well, done its job perfectly. So this is the first time you'll see this defensive Torterra. He just straight out switches. So I get my Stealth Rock up, which is very good because that Chandelure cannot switch in again. Unfortunately, my Light Screen wears off. I'm predicting a Draco Meteor. I go straight into my Magneton, but unfortunately, this is actually a substitute Calm Minder. So I know I can take this guy out, but I can't give him a spree substitute. So I'm just going to simply Flash Cannon to see how much damage I'm doing. Hopefully, it will be able to break a sub, and it is able to. I'm just going to keep on going for it. I can't give it that sub. Unfortunately, he can use Calm Mind, which will reduce the damage that my Flash Cannon is doing, and hindering the ability to break that substitute. So I'm just going to Volt Switch out and go into my Honchkrow. It is at low health, so its only use now is to take out this Latias. Or not take it out, but make sure it doesn't have that sub, because I know that I have another guy in the wings that can take it out if it doesn't have a sub from probably even 4 hit points. So I'm just going to keep on going for the Pursuit that traps him in. He can't switch out. He has to keep on going for those substitutes and recovers, and my Pursuit will definitely take out a substitute, even if he gets up to +6, because it's specially defensive raise, not the physical defense. I do get him to very low hit points. I probably should have switched out here, but I didn't want to take any chances, and Honchkrow is most likely going to die on switching. I'm not 100% on that, but he does take me out, and I can go into my Terrakion or Terrakion, whichever way you want to pronounce it, and go for a simple X-Scissor, and this is also Scarfed. You don't normally see 2 Scarfers, but I know that Honchkrow and Terrakion, as you've seen successfully and you'll see in later battles, do very, very well with each other when carrying Choice Scarf. It allows me to outspeed that Latios and simply X-Scissor it to death. So my Torterra comes into that Hitmontop, and my game plan at the moment is to simply Roar. Hopefully you'll force it to switch into Rotom or something that I can take out with Wood Hammers or Earthquakes. And this is basically what I'm going to do for the rest of the battle, hopefully, because I know nothing he has apart from that Chandelure, which will die in switching, can take a Torterra one-on-one, especially with that Rotom now paralyzed. He can't really do anything to me, maybe a bit of play spit damage, but Hydro Pump isn't going to be too much since I'm reasonably defensive, and Thunderbolt obviously won't touch me, so as long as I get my Stealth Rock up, this is game. Fortunately for me, both his Hydro Pump and Will-O-Wisp do miss, but they weren't vital since my attacks aren't really what is stopping him. It's just that my bulk is so high and he hasn't got anything super effective to hit me with is what's doing the real damage. He gets roared into his Chandelure, which is perfect. It's out of the way. His Hitmontop can't do anything, even with Fake Out. His Rapid Spin that he used before isn't going to be doing too much, so I'm just going to go for a simple Earthquake, take out the Hitmontop, and Torterra is doing very, very well in this battle. So last battle, my Infernape did well. This battle, my Torterra and my Rotom Wash did pretty decent. So it seems that it's a pretty decent team. I don't know why he goes for double Toxic Spikes. Maybe he thinks that he still has a chance and wants to get some residual damage on other guys. I presume he wants to take out my Torterra because my Torterra walls the heck out his Ferrothorn. So, and his Rotom, of course. Wood Hammer, Overgrow, Stab, easily going to take it out. Luckily, that Paralysis at the beginning of the match does play a vital part, but that's what you do if you try and predict switch using Hydro Pump instead of what you should be doing and just Thunderbolting away. But he runs at the end. It was a very good battle. Shows that this team works pretty well together, and if you enjoyed it, please comment, rate, like, subscribe, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in the near future.